Big Mike here with
He's Entertainment.
Today's episode. We got LSU starting quarterback TJ Finley, and we got NCAA top prospect Kody Finley. We got the brothers episode.
If you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button.
TJ Finley here, quarterback for Louisiana State University Tigers, and I'm coming on to Only Touch Greatness podcast.
My Kody Finley, top prospect, class of 2022, wide receiver. I'm coming on Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say hey sent you.
The number one sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
They'll get the push. Looks like he's got the first down. About the 1-inch line. There's the push. And the quarterback falls into the end zone. A good experience. And it is an LSU touchdown.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. Ryan never stops. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Hurt the offense as well. And that's where the 5-yard penalty came from. Flag down. Play action. Finley. Deep shot. Ernest Jones. Finley again. Time again. John Drake. Four-man rush. Well protected. He allows the Crabtree to develop as he's covering Marshall in the slot. Finley.
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. We are going live.
Did it work?
I'll make it work. Hey. Good.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I'm good.
Hey,
Thank you very much, both you guys, for taking the time for us today and coming on here. We're big fans of both of you, and we appreciate it.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Sure.
I'm Ryan,
This is,
by the way. And that's Big Mike that you've been talking to.
Big Mike, guys. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
We'll get started here. We're just going to ask you guys a bunch of questions about ball.
Yes, sir.
So, both you guys, born in Louisiana, what was childhood like, and when did you guys start playing ball?
You go first, T.
Yeah, Louisiana is a big football state. So I guess I could start off by saying we started playing rec league ball around the age of 6 or 7, 8 or 9. You know what I'm saying? We started playing ball in a city called Hammond, Louisiana. We played for this league or whatever, and we were standouts in that league. So we then moved to Ponchatoula Rec, which had more teams and better guys and things of that nature, and we ran through that league as well. And as you can see now, all that transited into where we are.
Absolutely, it did.
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, yeah, what he said was true. In Louisiana, growing up, there's always been competition with football. Everyone, want to grow up and be a football player where we're from. So just being in the gritty like that just shaped us into the players that we are now. So.
Okay. Any nicknames, and what's your guys' favorite jersey number and why?
My favorite right now is number 11 because I'm twice, number 1 2 times. TJ is originally number 1, always. So I kind of piggyback off of that. So that's kind of why I'm number 11.
Yeah, my nickname growing up used to be Cam. like Cam Newton, but they'll call me like a miniature version of Cam because I used to run a lot, and I always had a strong arm. I always was bigger, faster, stronger than everybody. And ever since then, my favorite jersey number was 1 because that's what Cam Newton wore. So I think in high school, my high school coach gave Kody number 11. And I think ever since then, he's been like, you know what, I'm just going to embrace this 11 because he used to wear number 2. It was always a 1-2 punch because we were brothers. But then he transited into number 11, and I guess he just grew into it.
Okay.
What motivates you the most about getting up every day and training?
For me, I just want to be great. You know, I can't say that I'm trying to move my family out the hood or I'm trying to make sure my parents are financially stable because they already are. And like I said, like I can't use that story, but I just want to be the best I can be. I want to use my platform to help younger guys get to where I am. You know, I want to, you know, do stuff in my city that a lot of players have had the opportunity but couldn't because they didn't make it as far as I'm trying to make it. So my drive and my reason why is just to be great. You know, I just want to be the best person I can be, and hopefully the Lord gives me the ability to get to where I want to go. And I think Kody feels the same way.
Yeah. Also, with me, to piggyback off of what I was saying, it's the same way for me. And also for me, it's like you know, I want to make farm to, you know, bring people, you know, feel like if it's in God's will, then that's what I'm gonna do, you know. So that always pushes me because he's the one that wakes me up in the morning and stuff like that. So I mean, if he's waking me up to play sports, then that's what I'm playing. So.
Absolutely. And Kody, being a 2-sport athlete, basketball and football, are you looking for a school that you're going to be able to play both, or?
I just decided this year that I'm going to just focus on football because I had a devastating injury in football this year. But, I mean, obviously I gotten over it now. But I had an injury that kind of messed with my basketball season. And my dad kind of, you know, was like, hey, you got offers in football. Let's just, you know, it's still your decision, but let's just focus on football right now. So I'm just going to focus on football from here on out because I'm graduating early anyways. So, yeah. Right on.
And you've had tons of huge offers from lots of universities. Have you narrowed the list down yet, or are you still open?
I'm still open right now. I'm open book. I'm hitting for it by the end of the summer, but I mean, if I have all the offers that I think I need, like, you know, then I'll make that decision, but I haven't narrowed it down yet.
Okay. And TJ, I always love to ask this question because it's like the one time in your life you guys get to choose where you want to go for school. After that, you get drafted, you go to where you go. Other than the obvious, LSU being the best football program with Coach O, my boy. What's the reason you chose LSU and you got to stay home?
Yeah, that was the main reason I wanted to come to LSU. Just wanted to stay close to my family. You know, my family is a big part in where I am today, and without them, I wouldn't be who I am today. So, just wanting to stay close to them, and I mean, I knew if I went off to college at another state, they would have, you know, moved with me and things of that nature. But at the time, I just felt like LSU was the best place for me, especially coming off of 2019, their season that they had. I was kind of expecting Joe Brady to stay at least one more season. But, you know, everything just fell into place. And I just, when I committed to LSU, I just never even thought about going to another school. So that's why, it just ended up there.
I love it because I'm a huge Tigers fan. So
yeah.
Go ahead, Ray.
And you're a Bengals fan too.
I am.
Yeah. I don't know. As a Seahawks fan, I don't know what to tell this guy sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, I like that Metcalf back there.
Hey, yeah, it's autographed Metcalf.
Wow.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
Who do you guys mirror your game after or try and play like? I think TJ already answered Cam Newton. What about you, Kody?
Mine is kind of a mixture. It's like the aggressiveness of Metcalf and the route running of Michael Thomas.
Okay, I like it. That's a good combination to have.
Yeah, for sure.
TJ, is there someone else? Is there someone else, TJ, or was it Cam Newton?
I kind of got away from Cam in high school because I did less running. I had a lot of growing that I was battling with. I grew like 2 inches a year my whole high school, so I was kind of slower, than the rest of the guys, but just because of my growing, I had to, take time to develop into my body, and I'm just now finally getting that speed back. But so from that point on, I've kind of modeled my game after more of a Peyton Manning thinking, Tom Brady thinking mentally, and how they prepare for the game mentally and physically. I still, relate my game after Cam with the physical attributes like the big, the strong, the faster, and then arm strength and accuracy. I would look at more so like Aaron Rodgers because of the flick of the wrist and the ability to pinpoint the ball without using your hips all the time.
Okay. You got? Do you dress like him too? We all know his pregame setups.
Nah, I'm not there yet. I'm probably gonna get there eventually, but probably not as crazy as he is.
Fair enough.
If you could sit down for this one's for both of you. If you could sit down for dinner with anyone famous, dead or alive, who would it be?
I really couldn't answer that. It's kind of hard because we're not really like those type of people that really like. That's a hard question.
I always go with Muhammad Ali for mine.
Yeah, I would say I'm going to go just because I'm younger than you guys and we're in a totally different era. I would say either Michael Jordan or LeBron.
I like it.
And I always go Seth Rogen or Tupac.
Yeah, I like it. I agree.
Do you guys have any pregame rituals or routines?
Mine is very weird. I watch movies whenever it's a away game.
Okay.
Literally. Just so I take my mind off the game.
Yeah, I have something my dad started me on since high school. It's like a virtual reality video that I always watch. That just helps me process the game before it even happens. Just help me visualize everything that's going to happen and stuff like that before the game even starts. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Go right.
Yeah. If you were an animal, what would you be?
Lion.
Yeah, same answer. We've always been
king of the jungle. Not you. Not you. You would be more of a giraffe.
Bro, you a gazelle. You'll be more of a gazelle.
Yeah, but because I don't know. It's just growing up in Ponchatoula, we've always been looked at as the benchmark. Our family has always been looked at as, what people want to model their families after. So I feel like the only way you can be like that is being the king of the jungle and setting the example for everybody,
It's a good one. And what type of animal you just asked that one. I meant there's a $100 bill at the bottom of the toilet, $20 bill on the counter. Which one are you going for?
100.
Neither if it ain't mine.
100 if it's mine.
100%, because that means you're willing to get your hands dirty. That's what the scouts want to hear.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mike, there was also that other draft question about the curfew.
Oh, yeah. So if your teammates are out for someone's birthday, you guys are out for drinks, someone's birthday, this is when you're playing pro, obviously, and half the team leaves because you guys got 11 o'clock curfew. Do you leave with the rest of the team or do you stay?
Leave.
I leave.
Good decision.
I mean, it's funny.
I would say,
wouldn't even be there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. First, we probably wouldn't be there. Like, I don't party, like drink, smoke, none of that type of stuff. I just feel like that's bad, just personally for your body, and then that's not a good image that you need to be trying to, you know what I'm saying? But
100%.
if I was ever in that situation, I wouldn't let the one half of the party leave and the other half stay. I would just try to make the whole team leave at the same time.
Yeah, that's what a captain does.
Yeah, and the leader.
Ryan, hit them with the karaoke one.
Okay, if you had this $1,000 prize on the line and you had to sing karaoke, what song are you singing?
Little Baby, Emotionally Scarred.
But
Okay, good song.
Tombstone by Rod Waves.
Okay. Who's the better singer of the two brothers?
Me.
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 Definitely.
And who's the better cook?
Yeah.
Me.
He used to cook for me, so I really can't really fight that. So.
Yeah, you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you.
Right.
This one's for TJ mostly because he's played in NCAA here. What's your favorite road stadium?
Ooh, Texas A&M.
Okay.
I would say favorite only because it's the biggest and the craziest. I tend to get like I elevate my game the bigger the atmosphere is, just because I just like putting on for the lights. But Texas A&M was definitely a crazy atmosphere. Even with the COVID, it was still a loud stadium and a lot of people there. So I gotta go Texas A&M.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny you say that because about like lighting it up in the big games. We had Patrice Rene on just now, a cornerback from Rutgers, just before you here, and he was telling us that one of his linebackers started chirping that they were going to shut down Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson wasn't going to do anything next game, and he ended up tweeting before the game that he was going to go off, and he went off for 700 all-purpose yards and like 4 touchdowns or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Love it when people doubt it.
That's right. Who's the best player you guys have played with and against?
I would say my brother, because he's a quarterback and I obviously needed him to be good. So definitely my brother, because I haven't found a quarterback as good as him yet. So
yeah, somebody's got to toss you the ball.
Yeah, I would say for me, I don't know if this counts, but I would say Jamar. For the little time that I got with him, that was probably the best receiver that I've thrown to. And then the best player that I've played against, let's see. Well, the guy I throw against every day, Derek Stingley.
Okay.
We really go against each other every day. So I got to go them too.
Yeah, Stingley's the real deal. I was just telling Ryan about him just before this episode. He's the real deal.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We actually have another guy that we're going to be interviewing in a week or so. Dylan Thompson plays with you guys.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
It's funny you say. It's funny that you said. No, I just lost my train of thought.
Stingley.
No, before that. Who were you just talking about before? Oh, Jamar Chase. It's gonna be nice to see Jamar Chase in my Bengals colors too, coming home with Joe Burrow.
Absolutely. I bet everybody wish that happens.
Oh yeah. What's your guys' favorite color Gatorade?
I don't think Gatorade got purple, so that's why I transform into Powerade. Powerade has
I don't think Gatorade.
Powerade has the purple grade.
I think Powerade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about sports quote? Do you have a favorite sports quote?
Favorite what?
This one comes from my coach.
Sports quote.
This one comes from my coach, my offensive coordinator. He says, "You are not a champion until you have achieved a championship act."
I like it.
So we go by that, throughout our whole offense, and we reevaluate that after practice. Are we champions? Did we complete championship acts in practice? And that's kind of a motto that we go with our offense.
Surprisingly, I don't really have one because I haven't really been taught anything, like any quotes or nothing. But for me, I say no pen, no paper, and I'm still drawing attention.
That's right. I like it. I like it.
My whole life I've been doubted because people thought I wasn't going to be that big because TJ was always, the bigger one. But then I had a huge growth spurt coming out of junior high, and then all that changed, and I've been proving people wrong since. So it's kind of
Ryan, you're
how
still
I
waiting for your
live.
growth spurt.
I know. I've been waiting for my growth
I'm
spurt.
6'5".
No, I'm talking about Ryan. Ryan.
Yeah, me.
Oh yeah.
They told me in elementary school my growth spurt was coming, so I've been waiting 40 years for it. Do you guys have a favorite sports movie?
Every given Sunday.
Okay.
Good
yeah,
choice.
I gotta go The Blind Side.
I like it too. Michael Orr.
Yeah.
If a scout or GM were to ask, what are you guys bringing to the table?
I would say leadership. I would say my main attribute is verbal leadership and showing the guys that I'm about what I'm talking about. And that's what I've done since I've been at LSU. I think that was probably the easiest transition for me, was just being transparent to who I was with the guys. Not trying to be Joe Burrow, not trying to be Miles Brennan, not trying to be anybody else, just being TJ Finley. I think that won the guys easier than anything.
For me, it would be being a leader at also. I mean, it's weird coming from a wide receiver, but I feel like even as a wide receiver, you can still be a leader on the team or one of them, because after TJ left, our team haven't really been having a leader, and I've kind of had to step into that position. So I feel like I bring leadership also, even as a wide receiver.
Definitely good attributes to have, that's for sure. And this one's for TJ. Take me back to your first NCAA touchdown.
Yeah, we drove the ball down. We had a 14-play drive. Drove the ball down. You got a 6'7" quarterback. I was about probably 245 at the time. I had gained a little weight. 245 at the 1 yard line. I mean, anybody in the country was sneaking. So we snuck it. I got in there, and I was just like it was just crazy. Like, I really scored my first touchdown. And I actually went through my pictures the other day, and I saw a picture from my freshman year of me in my not my freshman year of college, my freshman year of high school, and me in my my St. Thomas Aquinas uniform in Tiger Stadium. And so I was just looking back at that like, wow, this really came full circle, So it was just amazing, and that whole first drive was just breathtaking.
That's pretty cool. Do you have the ball still?
I do.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, I got one that hits me a little personally. Do you run the ball with Marshawn Lynch, or do you throw it when you're on the 2 yard line there in the Super Bowl?
I think everybody knows the answer to that question. Everybody knows.
Yeah. What are your goals for the next upcoming seasons?
I don't like to set personal goals, but as a team, I would say I want to get back to where we were 2 years ago. I think that's a goal for every college team is to be at the top of the stage. But I think this is the year. This is we have one of the oldest teams in the SEC right now because of all the guys that we have returning from last year. And I would say for me personally, at the quarterback position, just consistency. I talked about this a couple of days ago when I had interviews with LSU, but the main thing I took from last year to this year is consistency, because my talent level is there. Everyone knows that. But the more I'm consistent, the more I continue to improve my game and work on the small stuff, the better I'll be. So, like I said, consistency is the key for me.
Absolutely. That's a good one. What about you, Kody?
You're on mute.
You're on mute, bud.
You're on mute.
Oh, it kicked me off and then made me rejoin because my service is bad. But for me, my goal is to have a great comeback and come back better than last year, because after my injury, it kind of set me back. And I want to make sure that the injury don't affect me. So I just want to prove everybody wrong, because I'm not going to really say, but I've been doubted for a few things. So I just want to, make sure I have a breakout season this year for me.
Absolutely. Maybe a reunion with LSU, hopefully.
Yeah.
And head over there with the brother.
All right.
TJ, can you tell us a little bit about the receiving corps this year? Because I know it's pretty stacked.
Yeah, very stacked. We got. I'm really excited for our freshmen, and that's a weird statement, but we have a lot of young guys coming in that can create impacts early. We got Brian Thomas coming in. We got Deion Smith is already there from Mississippi. We got Chris Hilton from Zachary. We got a lot of guys that can come in and work on their game in the summer, work on their game in the fall, and actually we got depth at the receiver position. And I think that's what we've been missing these past couple years, even with Jamar and Jets and Terrace. They were the only three, and Racy only four that they had in the rotation. And so even though it looks so easy to them guys, some games they were actually hurting and tired because of all the reps they had to take. So like I said, we have a lot of depth and a lot of skill at the receiver position, which is a great thing to always have.
I know that's too hard to give us one player, but can you give us one player that you think is going to have a breakout season this year?
Ali Gay, a D-end, a JUCO transfer. He had for a certain period of time, I think it was the first 5 games of the season, he was leading the country in sacks. He was leading the countries in tackles per game or something like that, tackles for loss, something. But this year he has it on his mind, and that's my boy, because we came in at the same year, even though he's older than me. We came in the same time, and we both got the same number. So and like we got the same number, came in at the same time, and we're the same height. So we call each other twin. The only thing different about us is our hair. I have long hair, he has short hair. So, but yeah, I can kind of feel like he's prepared himself to have an amazing year this year.
Okay. I'm looking forward to watching him, because we watch all the LSU games. So, hey boys, I just want to thank you guys both very much for taking the time for us today and coming on. We're both big fans of yours both, and we can't wait to cheer you guys on for the rest of your guys' careers. We know you guys are going to go far in football, and you guys have fans in us for the rest of your guys' careers.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
I can't wait to be drafting you guys in my fantasy football here. Yeah.
Just one.
If you're looking for a mug, perhaps a hoodie, head on over to IOnlyTouchGreatness.com.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.